Welcome to Daily Office Devotions, where every Monday through Friday we bring to our lives that day's scripture readings as given in the Book of Common Prayer. I'm Reggie Kidd, and I'm grateful to be with you this Friday in the season after Pentecost. We are in proper 24 of year 1 of the Daily Office Lectionary. Ezra, joy at the return. God's people know it's of first importance to rebuild the altar and lay the foundation of the temple. They will soon discover the necessity of building the protective wall around their city. But hurrah for their sense of the priority of worship. They adorn their celebration with exuberant music. Tears of joy flow, as well as tears that recall the former days. This rebuilt temple will not have the grandeur of Solomon's temple. 1 Corinthians, Paul calls for courage and love. Be courageous, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love. Greet one another with a holy kiss. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verses 13b through 14 and verse 19. Have courage to live with hope, rather than an over-realized eschatology that expects a life of privilege in the now. Let your fellowship be loving, marked by a holy kiss. Establish relationships that are warm with affection and chaste with respect for godly boundaries. Matthew, Jesus and the strong man bound. At his baptism, Matthew chapter 3, Jesus receives power that enables him to begin to storm hell itself. By resisting the temptations of the devil in the wilderness directly after his baptism, Matthew chapter 4, Jesus ties up the strong man, Matthew chapter 12, verse 29b. He strips Satan of his power to deflect God from his plan to seek and save the lost. Then, under the empowerment of the Spirit, Jesus goes about exorcising demons from possessed people, forgiving people their sins, restoring broken limbs, and returning sight to the blind and speech to the voiceless. All this is in promise of the breaking of hell's dominion by his death and resurrection. It is evidence of his receiving all authority in heaven and on earth. Matthew chapter 28, verse 18. And it will encourage his followers on their mission among the nations to make disciples, baptize, and teach a way of life against which the gates of hell cannot prevail. Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. Jesus soberly says that deliberately to attribute all this amazing redemptive activity to the forces of darkness would be to commit the final sin of Christopher Marlowe's accursed Faustus, miserable man, that from thy soul excludest the grace of heaven. Be blessed this day.